What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Church Boy V back with another video, and we're gonna watch this video of the detectives trying to part these cameras, and we're gonna watch them through, and then I'm gonna say my opinion because I've been seeing this lately and hearing talks about this lately, and it only points to one thing, and it's biblical. So let's get into it. Hope you're having a blessed day today. Today I've been doing good, been cleaning and washing and stuff, you know.
It's absolutely out of control. Victoria Police try and do the best job they can, but they've been struggling to fill more than 1,000 vacant positions. No one wants to be a police officer anymore. Well, a group called the Safer Places Network has come up with what I think is a really interesting proposal. They say they could save police around 1 million hours of work a year. I'll repeat that, 1 million hours of work a year. Now, currently detectives, and I'd not even thought of this, face significant delays when they try and access CCTV vision, like cameras from your house, while investigating these home invasions. But under this proposal, homeowners and shop owners would be able to voluntarily add their cameras to a registry so that they could fast track this process. Joining me now to explain how this might work is former Victoria Police Detective Dave Bartlett. Dave, thanks for your time. Explain how we could actually do this.
So, Steve, at the moment, let's say in Victoria, like you mentioned, a 000 call comes in about a home invasion, like you just mentioned. Police are notified. It might take 5 or 10 minutes for them to arrive. And at the moment, they arrive at the crime scene, they process it, they look for fingerprints, they look for DNA, and of course, then they go to look for CCTV. Every day we see CCTV evidence on news and on social media. We know as a community how important that is to solving crime. So what they actually have to do, though, is then they look around the streets, around the vicinity of that offence, and they look for security cameras. So police actually have to physically walk along a footpath, look under the eaves of a home or go into a business, disturb the business, speak to the manager, try to find someone who can access that camera, who knows how to use the footage, who can retrieve that footage. And then police have got a tool from then to deal with that. But at the moment, they don't know where these cameras are, so they have to manually look for it. It's very laborious and very expensive. And it actually leads to slower closure times for investigations because it might take days for that evidence to be collected.
So your idea would be to establish a register of where all the cameras are. Police could say, okay, there's been a crime committed at this address in this street. They could log into that register and say, there are cameras there. Will they be able to then get the vision direct off the register, or will they have to get permission?
That's a really good point. So the permission always stays with the owner of the camera, absolutely. But in that same scenario where there's a 000 call for a home invasion, say in Victoria at the moment, with our platform, right at that point when that first 000 call is made, the call taker could access our platform and they basically bring up a Google map like you would if you're looking for your local cafe or your local petrol station. That Google map would come up and it would show little camera icons of exactly where people have voluntarily registered their house or their business to save their security cameras. So within, say, 60 seconds of a crime even occurring, police could already be having those conversations with CCTV owners to start that collection process. So we're taking a process that could take 3 days down to a few minutes. And again, like you said, it is voluntary. We do not have remote access to people's cameras. When people sign up at saferplaces.com.au, they're only asked very basic questions about their house, what kind of cameras they have, and their personal details like mobile phone and email. It's free and it takes about 90 seconds. And what that means is it takes the administrative burden from Victoria Police, because Victoria Police does have a small amount of select registers, but they're very localised to, say, a single suburb, and they're just kept in a spreadsheet for that local police area to deal with. What we have is a national network, so even interstate police could very, very quickly, like the AFP, for example, could access cameras or access locations of cameras in Melbourne.
2 quick points. So I've got 3 cameras at my place. If I sign up, how can I be comfortable that somebody who has access to the register is not watching what I'm doing?
We don't ask for any technical details about your cameras other than the brand. We don't ask for your passwords. We don't ask for screenshots. We don't ask for any footage from your camera. We're only interested in external facing cameras. We've got no, and Victoria Police would probably agree with this, they've got no interest in looking at any private cameras, internal cameras, anything like that. Ideally, we're looking for those cameras like we see every day on the news, those cameras that cover footpaths, that cover your driveway, that might identify.
All right, so I see what he's saying. It sounds like a good idea, and this is in Australia. I'm just thinking United States now. It sounds like a good idea to do that, but there's a few things that I was thinking about. One, if people know where these cameras at, we got hackers more than ever. People can hack into their stuff. Two, the police themselves can hack into it because they got hackers too. I mean, they ain't dumb. And they can do it without you knowing, like the FBI, CIA, they can hack into your stuff without you knowing because they already watching us with these smart devices and stuff. Three is, this is not, what's it called? Three is they need to start doing like back in the day, career days and stuff like that to the youth to get them wanting to be a police officer, a firefighter, this and that, because the police got to deal with a lot of crazy people and some areas low pay, and I think if they advertise it in a good way and they make it appealing to the children young, then they start get them spots open. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. They just, I say they ain't trying. Think they trying to do it. I don't know about Australia, but in America, I haven't seen that. Because a lot of police officers quitting because it's a lot to deal with. And then, like, people getting low pay. You got the NFL. You got these entertainers get millions, but the people that actually out here putting the work and grinding for the communities and stuff not getting paid worth of crap. So, give them more money. Start glorifying the entertainers and stuff and start uplifting the police and stuff like that. And then the media got to do their job. Stop always trying to incriminate the police and stuff like that. Because there's way more good police than bad ones. So I think that it sounds like it could be a good idea, but it can go wrong so fast. And then like now, like cameras are everywhere. So I know in America we got so many cameras everywhere. And in the Bible, it do say that the love of God will wax cold. That's why all this crime happening. That's why all this stuff going on. Because people don't have a relationship with God. If they don't have a relationship with God, they sure ain't going to care about other people, and they going to be crashing out and doing whatever. So we got to be able to continue to share the gospel and continue to tell people about Yeshua, about Jesus Christ, and try to help them with prayer and encouragement and tell them about sin and heaven and hell and stuff like that, so they can get a relationship, so they can have love, not just for God but for humanity. Because what's going on, a lot of people in the world don't have a relationship with Christ and not looking to get one. So we gotta, as followers of Christ, we gotta go out there and continue to be the example, continue to share the word, and continue to try to tell somebody about Jesus. That's why this channel is so important. So if you don't know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, He the one that came down to the earth from heaven. He took on the task on dying for the sins of the world, being buried, and getting up on the third day with all power in His hands. And He coming back again. So if you hadn't accepted Him in your life and not living for Him, accept Him in your heart. Believe with your mouth. accept Him in your heart. Confess that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. Confess with your mouth, believe in your heart that Christ died, He rose on the third day, and God with all power in His hands. Then start to live for Him, get in the Word, pray, and build a relationship with God. Because only two places we're going after we leave this earth, heaven or hell. So that's the only way to get to heaven is through Jesus Christ. That's the only way to get to the Father. And everything else will be all right. So, I know here in the United States, got all these cameras and this and that, but these hackers are more common now, and shoot, a lot of people, a lot of police quitting and all this, but we just gotta trust in the Lord and continue to keep Him first and pray that everything not get better, but everything get easier to make it through each and every day. So y'all have a blessed one. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this idea. But this in Australia, it could be coming here. You never know. But y'all have a blessed one. The Most High love you. I love you. We out.